y'all are super energetic today. I love your energy. Let's make sure that we also calm enough to answer Miss Stark's questions. And so Miss Stark's going to review a few rules with y'all today. All right, rule number 1. Let me ask y'all a question. When Miss Stark is talking and we're listening to the book, do we need to blurt out answers? Raise your hand. Do we blurt out answers, Azaria? No. How do we sit? Show Miss Stark how we sit in the classroom. Oh, I see everybody sitting up straight. Their shoulders are back. Their eyes are on Miss Stark. I love that. That's awesome. All right. Let's see. When Miss Stark asks a question, do we just blurt out the answer or do we raise our hand? What do we do? Jacob? We raise our hand. All right, good. All right, so before I call you out of the carpet, we're going to play Guess Who game. You guys remember how Miss Stark loves to play Guess Who on the playground?
I never played that.
Yeah, sometimes I play it with y'all. It's when we act out something and I ask you to guess it. All right, so what am I?
A bird.
Well,
Airplane.
oh, I don't want y'all to just blurt out. Raise your hand. All right, I'm going to give you some hints. I hang upside down when I sleep, and I have night vision, and I have a great mama. Who am I? Sadie.
A bat.
A bat. All right, everybody get your bat wings. All right, now we're all bats. All right, next Guess Who? Next Guess Who? I haven't done it yet. All right, ready? I live in a nest. I have shorter arms, and I eat bugs. Who am I? Let me call on someone online. Jimmy, who am I?
A bird.
A bird. So, what 2 animals did we talk about yesterday? Brooklyn?
A bat and a bird.
Bats and birds. All right, pop quiz. Turn your thinking. Remember, we're robots. Turn on your thinking brain. Who knows what our characters were from yesterday's book? Who remembers? We had lots of characters. And if you know the names of some of them, that's extra points. All right, Alice.
Pit, flitter, flap.
Pip, Flitter, and Flap. And who were they?
Those were the baby birds.
The baby birds. All right, someone name another character. Mason?
It starts with an S and a T.
Mm-hmm.
Stella Luna.
Yes, so Luna, she was our main character. That was what the book was about. Who knows another character? Jacob?
Mama bat and the owl.
Mama Bat and the Owl. All right, and we also had a few other bat friends too. All right, who remembers our setting and who knows what a setting is? Sean, what was our setting in our book yesterday? Make sure you talk loud so that everyone can hear you. Say it again.
And Stella Luna found her mom.
Okay, so that's something that happened, but where did the story take place? What's our setting?
I'm Stella Luna.
All right, good try, Sean. Good job. You're remembering facts, but I want to know the setting. Brooklyn, put it
The
in.
setting was the forest.
Leave it alone. The setting was the forest. And what is a setting, Brooklyn?
It's where the book or story takes place.
It's where the book or story takes place. All right. Who remembers what was the problem? What happened that was not good? Azaria.
The owl was sleeping next to the mama bat and the baby bat forgot her name.
Okay. All right. Let's make sure we're not playing with our hair because you just lost some kind of toy. We're not playing with this and start taking this now. Keep your hands on your desk. Sit up, Sadie. All right. I'm sorry, Azaria. What was our problem?
The mama bird was kind of being a little mean to the baby.
The mama bird was being mean? I don't think she was being mean. Someone came.
It was the owl that came.
The owl came. The mama bird was sad that baby bird got knocked down. So the owl bird came, and what was our solution? Caleb, what was the solution to the problem?
Stella would have got lost and then found the bat and then found me off.
Exactly, good job, Caleb. All right, so y'all did awesome on that review. Y'all need to remember that for later because we have a fun assignment that goes with that. All right, now I have something else to ask y'all. Are bats and birds the same? Raise your hand. Are bats and birds the same? Jimmy, are bats and birds the same?
No,
No, why not?
because even though they both have wings, bats don't have feathers.
Bats don't have feathers. All right, so let's talk about traits. You can go back on mute, Mr. Jimmy, thank you. All right, let's talk about traits. I don't think y'all know this word yet, so Ms. Stark's gonna just tell you. A trait is a quality about a person, I'm a person, or an animal. We're talking about animals or things. So a trait is something usually that you can see, or it's something that's about them. So for example, a trait of Ms. Stark is Ms. Stark has long golden brown hair, Ms. Stark has green eyes, and Ms. Stark is tall for a girl, right? Can anybody, and remember y'all did this with your guess who outside, y'all described traits. I don't think y'all knew you were doing that, but you were doing traits when you were writing your guess who's. Can someone tell Miss Stark a trait about yourself? Give me a trait about yourself. Jacob?
That I'm 7 and I love to wear designer clothes.
I am 7, and what was the other thing?
I love to wear designer clothes.
Designer clothes. You love to wear designer clothes. All right, so we know based off what he wears that he wears designer clothes. All right, Mason, what's a trait about you?
I love my teachers and I love all the principals.
Okay, so those are things you love. What about how you look on the outside? Because traits are more things that you look like.
I like to wear different socks.
You like to wear different socks. Okay, so how about we think about it this way? You have brown hair, you have brown eyes, and what's your favorite food? Hot dogs and chicken. And what do you love to do?
I like to watch Monster Jam.
You like to watch Monster Jam. So traits are things that we like to do. It's how we look. I'll let one more person share, and then we're gonna get started on our book. Brooklyn? Okay, so you like getting your nails done. Okay, so traits are things that we do or ways we look. Okay, so let's listen again. Today we're focusing on the traits in bats and birds, and I'm gonna allow you to come to the carpet for this part. All right, so when Miss Stark calls you to the carpet, we have to be safe, like safe distance apart. So do not move from where I place you. All right, the person on the sun, Mason, go on the sun. Alice, go on the triangle. Jacob, go on the acorn. Actually, you can go in the middle, please. You can go right there. Scoot over just a little bit. All right, make sure we walk quickly up here. All right, Brooklyn, go to the side of the earth right here. Azaria, you go in the middle of the earth. Let's up, go back to your desk. I heard that y'all were talking. Go back and sit at your desk, Brooklyn. Azaria, sit back down. We don't talk when we move. All right, Brooklyn, come back. Azaria, come in the middle of the earth. Sadie, come to the side of the earth. Alright, everybody make sure you're turned around facing our book. Now, I know that we read this book yesterday, but it's good to reread books. She's fine. It's good to reread books so we can learn new facts about the book.
Welcome to the Joyful Bookshelf, where books are fun. Subscribe for new books read aloud every week. Stella Luna by Janelle Cannon. In a warm and sultry forest far, far away, there once lived a mother fruit bat and her new baby. Oh, how Mother Bat loved her soft, tiny baby. "I'll name you Stella Luna," she crooned. Each night, Mother Bat would carry Stella Luna clutched to her breast as she flew out to search for food. One night, as Mother Bat followed the heavy scent of ripe fruit, an owl spied her. On silent wings, the powerful bird swooped down upon the bats. Dodging and shrieking, Mother Bat tried to escape, but the owl struck again and again, knocking Stella Luna into the air. Her baby wings were as limp and useless as wet paper. Down, down she went, faster and faster into the forest below. The dark, leafy tangle of branches caught Stella Luna as she fell. One twig was small enough for Stella Luna's tiny feet. Wrapping her wings about her, she clutched the thin branch, trembling with cold and fear. "Mother," Stella Luna squeaked, "where are you?" By daybreak, the baby bat could hold on no longer. Down, down again she dropped. Flump! Stella Luna landed headfirst in a soft, downy nest, startling the 3 baby birds who lived there. Stella Luna quickly clambered from the nest and hung out of sight below it. She listened to the babble of the 3 birds. "What was that?" cried Flap. "I don't know, but it's hanging by its feet," chirped Flitter. "Shh! Here comes Mama," hissed Pip. Many, many times that day, Mama Bird flew away, always returning with food for her babies. Stella Luna was terribly hungry, but not for the crawly things that Mama Bird brought.
Oh, this is a trait, guys. Do bats eat bugs normally? Do bats normally eat bugs, Lizzie? Sorry, let me turn it up so I can hear you. Do bats normally eat bugs?
No,
No, what do they normally eat?
they usually will eat fruit.
Fruit, good job. So that's a trait.
Finally, though, the little bat could bear it no longer. She climbed into the nest, closed her eyes, and opened her mouth. Plop! In dropped a big green grasshopper. Stella Luna learned to be like the birds. She stayed awake all day and slept at night. She ate bugs even though they tasted awful. Her bat ways were quickly disappearing, except for one thing. Stella Luna still liked to sleep hanging by her feet. Once, when Mama was away, the curious baby birds decided to try it too. When Mama Bird came home, she saw 8 tiny feet gripping the edge of the nest. "Eek!" she cried. "Get back up here this instant! You're going to fall and break your necks!" The birds clambered back into the nest, but Mama Bird stopped Stella Luna. "You are teaching my children to do bad things. I will not let you back into this nest unless you promise to obey all the rules of this house."
So, Mason, are you watching our book? Make sure you're watching our book. Alright, make sure you're sitting up, guys. Alright, Brooklyn, do birds normally hang upside down on their feet? No, how do they normally sleep? They normally sleep on their back or maybe on their belly, and where do they sleep? Do they sleep on trees or do they sleep in nests? In nests. So those are traits. Good job.
Stella Luna promised. She ate bugs without making faces, She slept in the nest at night, and she didn't hang by her feet. Stella Luna behaved as a good bird should. All the babies grew quickly. Soon the nest became crowded. Mama Bird told them it was time to learn to fly.
Wow.
One by one, Pip, Flitter, Flap, and Stella Luna jumped from the nest. Their wings worked. I'm just like them, thought Stella Luna. I can fly too. Pip, Flitter, and Flap landed gracefully on a branch. Stella Luna tried to do the same. How embarrassing. I will fly all day, Stella Luna told herself. Then no one will see how clumsy I am. The next day, Pip, Flitter, Flap, and Stella Luna went flying far from home. They flew for hours, exercising their new wings. The sun is setting, warned Flitter. We had better go home, or we will get lost in the dark, said Flap.
What does it look like? Stella Luna looks crazy. Why does she look like that? Mason?
Because she doesn't want to follow the mountain rules again.
Oh, is that the part of the book we're talking about? Azaria?
Because she's flying too fast with the wind on her.
She's flying so fast. Does she take any breaks?
No.
No? What if you guys went outside and you just ran and ran and ran and ran? You would get tired. And in this picture we see that she's tired. She needs to rest.
But Stella Luna had flown far ahead and was nowhere to be seen. The three anxious birds went home without her.
Make sure your eyes are up here.
All alone, Stella Luna flew and flew until her wings ached and she dropped into a tree. I promised not to hang by my feet, Stella Luna sighed. So she hung by her thumbs and soon fell asleep. She didn't hear the soft sound of wings coming near. Hey, a loud voice said. Why are you hanging upside down? Stella Luna's eyes opened wide. She saw a most peculiar face. I'm not upside down. You are, Stella Luna said. Ah, but you're a bat. Bats hang by their feet. You are hanging by your thumbs, so that makes you upside down.
Why is she hanging on her thumbs? Isaiah, why is she hanging on her thumbs? Isaiah, why is she hanging on her thumbs?
Because she want to be like a bird.
She wants to be like a bird. She doesn't want to break Mama Bird's rules. Good job, Isaiah.
The creature said. I'm a bat. I am hanging by my feet. That makes me right side up. Stella Luna was confused. Mama Bird told me I was upside down. She said I was wrong.
Go back to your seat. You're not wanting.
Wrong for a bird, maybe, but not for a bat. More bats gathered around to see the strange young bat who behaved like a bird. Stella Luna told them her story. You ate bugs? Stuttered one. You slept at night? Gasped another. How very strange, they all murmured. Wait, let me look at this child. A bat pushed through the crowd. An owl attacked you? She asked, sniffing Stella Luna's fur. She whispered, You are Stella Luna. You are my baby. You escaped the owl? Cried Stella Luna. You survived? Yes, said Mother Bat as she wrapped her wings around Stella Luna. Come with me and I'll show you where to find the most delicious fruit. You'll never have to eat another bug as long as you live. But it's nighttime, Stella Luna squeaked. We can't fly in the dark or we will crash into trees. We're bats, said Mother Bat. We can see in the darkness. Come with us.
What new trait did we learn? What can bats do that birds can't, Brooklyn?
They can see in the dark.
They can see in the dark. Can birds do that?
No.
Stella Luna was afraid, but she let go of the tree and dropped into the deep blue sky. Stella Luna could see. She felt as though rays of light shone from her eyes. She was able to see everything in her path. Soon the bats found a mango tree, and Stella Luna ate as much of the fruit as she could hold. "I'll never eat another bug as long as I live," cheered Stella Luna as she stuffed herself full. "I must tell Pip, Flitter, and Flap." The next day, Stella Luna went to visit the birds. "Come with me and meet my bat family," said Stella Luna. "Okay, let's go," agreed Pip. "They hang by their feet, and they fly at night, and they eat the best food in the world," Stella Luna explained to the birds on the way. As the birds flew among the bats, Flap said, "I feel upside down here." So the birds hung by their feet. "Wait until dark," Stella Luna said excitedly. "We will fly at night." When night came, Stella Luna flew away. Pip, Flitter, and Flap leapt from the tree to follow her. "I can't see a thing," yelled Pip. "Neither can I," howled Flitter.
I like how it's already.
"Hey!" shrieked Flap. "They're going to crash," gasped Stella Luna. "I must rescue them." Stella Luna swooped about, grabbing her friends in the air.
What happened?
Stella Luna by Janelle Candy Week.
What happened, guys, with the birds? What were they trying to do, Alice?
They were trying to find her.
They were trying to fly at night? And what happened when they tried to do that? Could they do it? No, why not?
They're birds.
They're birds. It's not one of their traits. All right, let me go back to the part we were in. If I can remember.
I think they were
One more map.
there. My God.
All right, guys. Stay on level 0 while Miss Stark fixes this. Yeah. I'll put it over here. Stay on level 0.
"Neither can I," howled Flitter. "Hey!" shrieked Flap. "They're going to crash," gasped Stella Luna. "I must rescue them." Stella Luna swooped about, grabbing her friends in the air. She lifted them to a tree, and the birds grasped a branch. Stella Luna hung from the limb above them. "We're safe," said Stella Luna. Then she sighed. "I wish you could see in the dark, too." "We wish you could land on your feet," Flitter replied. Pip and Flap nodded. They perched in silence for a long time. "How can we be so different and feel so much alike?" mused Flitter. "And how can we feel so different and be so much alike?" wondered Pip. "I think this is quite a mystery," Flap chirped. "I agree," said Stella Luna. "But we're friends, and that's a fact." Thank you for watching The Joyful Bookshelf. If you liked today's video,
All right, so we reread our book and we learned some new facts. All right, Jacob, go back to your seat. You're not sitting the way Miss Stark asked. I'm not going to ask again. Y'all are first graders, and you're going to be second graders next year. I want you to act like you're in first grade, not kindergarten. Make sure, let me see who's doing a good job. Azaria sitting good. Good job, Brooklyn. Sadie and Alice, good job. Mason and Jacob, if I call you back to the carpet, will you sit the way you're supposed to? Do you sit crisscross applesauce, or do you need to stay at your desk? Jacob? Okay, you can go back to your spot on the carpet. Mason, will you crisscross your legs and not play with the things? Alright, you can go back to your spot. You're on the sun. Alright, thank y'all for giving Miss Stark some time. Alright, we're going to talk about the difference between birds and bats. Alright, what are some traits in bats? Who remembers? Let me turn this so that you can see. Okay, what are some traits in bats, Brooklyn?
That they can see at night and And some of them are fruit bats.
Okay. Bats can see at night. What do they like to eat?
Fruit.
Bats like fruit. All right, let's think about, before we go on with more bat facts, let's compare that. Compare, everybody look at Miss Stark. Compare is when you have two different things, you're looking at the similarities and what's different about them. So what's different about birds? Azaria, and look at our facts about bats. Can birds see at night?
Yes.
Can birds see at night?
No. Because they're not like a bat.
No, birds can't see at night. They don't have night vision. Remember, our birds in the story, they came crashing to the ground, right? Okay. What do birds like to eat? Sadie?
Worms and bugs.
Birds eat worms and bugs. Good job. All right. Let's go back to bats. Someone in virtual world, give me a fact about bats. Let's see. How do they sleep at night? Sean, how do bats sleep at night?
Upside down.
Okay. Oh, Jacob, good job. You're sitting the way you're supposed to. Good job. Bats sleep upside down. Good job. Thank you, Sean. All right, Jimmy, how do birds sleep?
On their backs or bellies.
Birds sleep on their backs or bellies. Good job. You're paying attention. All right. Now think about this. When do bats sleep and when do birds sleep? Mason, when do bats sleep?
In the morning. And birds sleep at night.
Bats sleep in the morning during the day. And birds sleep at night. Good job. Who knows?
For birds, you put
Oh, thank you. Thank you. All right, you corrected Miss Stark. Birds sleep on their backs and belly. All right, and then, all right, go back to level 0. Everyone show Miss Stark what level we're at. All right, good job. Mason, when do birds sleep?
At night.
Good job. Who knows why? Why do birds sleep at night and bats during the day in the morning? Brooklyn?
Because bats sleep at night. Because they can see and they want to touch and they stay up all night or something. And then birds sleep during night because in the day they like to fly.
Exactly. During the day, birds fly, and at night, bats fly because they use their night vision to find animals to eat or bugs. Nope, they eat fruit.
Yeah.
I'm getting confused. They don't eat animals. They eat fruit. Okay. They look for food at night. All right. What is in common with bats and birds? There are a few things that they have in common. Both of them. ... Who can fill in the blank? Alice. What do they both have in common?
They both fly.
They both fly. What else? Who knows something else? Caleb, what do they both have in common?
They both have wings.
They both have wings. And they both have mamas, right? Because all of us have mamas. That's how we were born. All right. Now, I have another question. We're done with that. Y'all did really good. Before we move to our assignment, look at Miss Stark. Turn to Miss Stark real quick. All right, let's think about this. So in this story, we read about birds and bats, and they were super different. I want y'all to think about people in this classroom. Alice, make sure you're turned toward Miss Stark. Are all of us the same in here? Raise your hand. Are all of us the same in the classroom, Brooklyn?
No.
No. Do we all look the same?
Some of us.
Some of us, we might have similar traits, but we don't look exactly the same, right? Can we still be friends? Yes. Just because you look different or you like different things. Like Miss Stark loves swimming and you love swimming too. Well, we could be great friends. But maybe some of y'all don't like to swim. Maybe y'all like football more. But we can still be friends, right? Even though we like different things. Yeah. Okay, so let's move on to our assignment. So y'all listen up too, because you have to do this. All right, so my virtual students, you should be seeing my screen. Yes, you are. Okay, this is what we're doing next. All right, so y'all can look at the smart board. All right, before Miss Stark goes over this, who can tell me what it means? What is a trait? What's a trait, Alice? We just talked about our traits in birds and bats. What is a trait? What is it, Alice? Traits are things about people. It's like a quality about a person, animal, or thing. All right, we're talking about bats. All right, so this is your assignment. You have to remember traits about bats, things that describe bats, like we talked about how they ate fruit, how they hang upside down, they have night vision. You guys are not doing this for birds, you're just doing it on bats, all right? So that's what your assignment is. And so my virtual students, if you are good and you don't have any questions, then you can log off and start this assignment and you'll be back on for math at 9:50. All right, bye guys. Tyler, do you have a question? Yep, it's under reading, under Tuesday. On Canvas. All right, bye. Bye. Okay. Shh. All right, so I'm gonna end the meeting, and Miss Stark has another assignment for y'all. So, all right, Miss Stark has another fun assignment for y'all. So listen up, so I don't have to tell y'all how to do it twice. All right, y'all are gonna be creating bats today. Y'all are excited. Okay. Y'all have eyes and ears that need to go on your bats. So, listen, don't talk or you won't get to do your bats. Alright. So, some of y'all are doing character and setting, and I'll tell y'all individually what you're doing. Where you have to, I'm going to give you a sticky note, and you're going to write the characters in Stella Luna. And then you're gonna write the setting. What's a setting? Sadie?
Somewhere that takes place in the Stella Luna, it takes place in the forest.
Good job. It's where the story takes place. In Stella Luna, it took place in the forest. Alright, so you're gonna put your ears up here. So everybody look. The ears go up here. Ears are on top of our head. And our eyes are right here. Okay? Alright. And I'll give y'all that. And then some of y'all, because we split up the class with different things, some of y'all will have a sticky note and you'll put the problem. That was the thing that happened that wasn't good, the problem. And what was the solution? What happened? You guys want to tell Miss Stark again? All right, what was our problem, Brooklyn?
Our problem was that there's a baby that fell down and it was lost her mama and she went down in the forest and she fell down too. And she went to
Good job. Who pushed her down?
the owl.
The owl. And what was the solution?
The solution was that she was hanging by her thumbs and tons of bats came around. And
She was hanging by her thumbs until the bats came, and who found her?
her mama.
Mama bat found her. It looks like mamas have good instincts to find their babies, right? All right, I'm gonna call you by table to go back, and you're going to get a handout for this look up here. You're gonna do this first. When you're done, show Miss Stark and I'll check it and then you get to do your back. Alright, Brooklyn's table can go back quietly. Yes, you can go. Okay. Jacob's table. Sadie's table.